Oliver Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. So it was Father's Day here today in Australia, and what a fucking amazing day. Got woken up early by my daughter jumping in bed, which is amazing because I'm usually at work, but that was like 6:30. Fucking hell. Managed to get a little bit more sleep after that, but was awake at 7:30 a.m. on my one day off. That one day coincidentally being Father's Day. Then had breakfast in bed. I managed to spill the eggs on the blanket, so I got yelled at for that. Then I got my gifts, which were a card and a bag. The bag is sick, actually. I can't complain about the bag. I actually sent my wife a message on Friday saying if you desperately fucking need to get me a Father's Day present, I need a bag. But she was way ahead of the game. She already had me a bag. I just need a bag for work because I've got so many fucking supplements and fucking creatines and electrolytes and fucking that in my bag that it's just packed, and I've got this like piece of shit like Chinese bag. And you try and walk with it on one shoulder and it never sticks. It flips around. So it flips around in front of you. So it comes around the corner and so it's like on your chest and you're trying to fucking balance in it. I've always got shit in my other hand. It's a cunt of a bag. I never knew I could hate a bag so much. Anyway, I've got a sick new bag. So that was good. And then it was just 3 straight hours of my daughter and my son yelling and crying and fighting each other over the box my bag came in. I'll give you a hot tip. If you're buying a present for your kids, just get them any old shit, but make sure the fucking box is huge because that's all they really give a fuck about is boxes. Anyway, they didn't shut the fuck up for 3 hours. And then my Algerian friend came over to do the kickboxing with my son. That was good. And then I came home, and then from, when was it, about 3:30 until about an hour ago, it was just nonstop, just yelling, crying, being hassled, being yelled at. It was a true Father's Day. And that was my only day off till next Sunday. And I've got to start early tomorrow again. So I've got to be up at 4:45. Oh, what a day. What a day to be alive. I think I'm going to go back to jiu-jitsu this week. I just need something else. I need something else in my life that isn't just work. I'm still doing a gig here and there. So that's all right. Like, I'm not going to set the world on fire with the gigs until I quit this job, but I'm just maintaining. I'll go up somewhere, do 20 minutes. That's fine. I can keep myself in shape with that. But physical shape, I need something a little bit more strenuous than just working every day. And I was thinking about it because I had a sauna today as well. And the sauna is great and all. I love doing the sauna, mainly because just sweat out the shit. But I was thinking about all these things that these health cunts do, like Joe Rogan's and like Hubermans and fucking BioLanes and all this sort of shit. And Jocko Willink and all these sorts of cunts. Like, wake up, just fucking go to the gym, smash out a session, do a sauna, do an ice bath, roll some jiu-jitsu, fucking all this sort of shit. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool if you don't work. If you work, like especially a physically demanding job, that's it. That's all you need to do. Just maybe do some stretches so you don't fucking seize up and you don't start pulling shit and become brittle. But if you're doing a physical job, that's it. They're doing all these things to replace for the physicality of the job. Yeah, it's nice to do all those things, but I can tell you right now, if you're a farmer and you're waking up at 4 a.m. to feed the fucking cattle and you're fucking baling hay and you're chopping nuts off sheep and you're fucking, I don't know, riding the four-wheeler and you're fucking banging some fucking bush pig downtown. You don't need to go for a fucking ice bath. You don't need the cold shock proteins. Don't worry about it. Just get a good night's sleep. That's all you need. Just do a little bit of stretching and a good night's sleep. But having said that, I need to do jiu-jitsu because I can feel the anger rising up again. I feel it clears me out. When I'm doing jiu-jitsu, I don't walk around the streets just visualizing myself getting into a street fight and choking someone out, because I do it. I do it like 2-3 times a week. So I don't need to fantasize about it. But when I'm not doing jiu-jitsu, that's all I fucking think about. It's just constant. I'm just like, fucking, I'm going to choke this cunt out. I want to fucking fight this cunt. They're not even doing anything. I'm just like, this is dangerous. I need to fucking get back to jiu-jitsu. Even if I just take it like 60%. I need to get my body moving in different ways. And honestly, it's just fucking depressing not being able to do it. So I'm just going to force myself Tuesday and maybe Friday. I don't know what that means for the podcast because that's a long fucking day. But I'm going to test it. I'm going to have to go straight to work, straight to jiu-jitsu, have a shower, get changed, get on the mats. It's a lot to ask, but I need something. That will probably satiate me for a little while, but I can feel burnout happening if I do that. So the only way I can counter that is just do less at work. Just chill out more at work. I think that's the way to go. And I was speaking to my Irish comedian Mark O'Keefe today, and he's coming back to do the Perth Fringe Festival. So I think I'll go do that at the start of next year. And I think I'll go back to Edinburgh, and that should be a good impetus to leave Australia. And that will be it. That will be fucking it. Maybe spend a few months in Bali doing Muay Thai or some shit like that. I don't know. It's all open. I'm open for business. What a Father's Day it was. What a day. What a joy. Anyway, that'll fucking do it for tonight. And I'll see ya the fuck later.